Welcome to the first video of this video series where I'm gonna teach you how I did this prop, how I can do that too. Please make sure you have Blender and Substance Painter installed. I'm gonna use ZBrush for sculpting, but you can use Blender if you want. This video is gonna be all about blocking and references, and I'm gonna share you my whole process of blocking this prop. Let's get right into it. Start by taking all the references you need. You should take enough references until you have at least one reference for each shape you think of adding to the weapon. In my case, I'm adding a couple for each section of the weapon, or any reference that I like something specific and that I like to try. After that, you need to also take a reference for materials and colors. Many people underestimate how much a good collection of references can help you, and this usually is one of the most common mistakes juniors make, and that sometimes kills their models. Spend all the time you need on this part until you have enough reference to make in Blender everything you have in your head. In the blocking part, you start making the first iteration of your model with the help of your references. Divide the mesh into as many models as you can. The way you want to go through the stage is look into your reference, decide the next thing you want to do, take a look and see which primitive looks closer to that, adding that to the scene and deform it so it looks somewhat the same. It doesn't need to look perfect at first, because you're gonna get better perspective on your model as you add the new blocks. Use as many modifiers as you can. It helps get clean models without having to go into super high poly geometries, then making it easier to edit and modify. The ones I use the most in this situation are subdivision surface and bevel.
Stranger.
For these ornaments, I'm using curves because it's easier to edit in the future. At this stage, you might want to look for this kind of solutions. Not necessarily find the best or easier way to do things, but finding the one that's going to be faster to change in the future. Remember, this is the moment for you to experiment. Deformation is key for stylized art, so as soon as you get a good base, start making deformations. You can study some composition principles. Here's a quick guide to help you understand the basics. Shapes are the elements of your prop. Each object is a shape. Form is the three-dimensionality of each shape. Since you're actually making 3D, the difference between these two is less noticeable, but it's significant. The deformation you're going to be applying mostly to the shapes. The proportions are the size of each shapes compared to each other. For stylized art, you want a bit of exaggerated proportion, so that means you're gonna make sure that the elements of your prop can be easily seen. Different objects are clearly different objects even if you're looking at the silhouette. To have a cohesive composition, you can try repeating forms and shapes and playing around with the contrast and grouping of your shapes. Last but not least, add variety and make sure not everything is the same size or is completely straight. You want to move on to sculpting when you're satisfied with your block itself. Don't rely only on sculpting to make it look interesting. Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to watch the next video where we sculpt in the top of this model we just did. See ya!